Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there saying I do apologize because I'm out of breath, and I do apologize because I have not been posting videos up as much as I've been planning on to. I decided that I really needed to share with you guys, and I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I have health issues, and I have a little bit of asthma, and I'm like really bad anemic, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation, and those two together sucks. You know, this is like, most days this is me, like I just am like blah, and I'm out of breath. That's why I'm breathing hard, is because I'm out of breath right now, and I'm having a little hard time breathing, but I'm okay. It's just part of it all. You know, some days, y'all, you know, the only time I really make a video is like whenever I'm feeling good, and you know, I know that I'm not gonna like pass out or anything. There's some days that are good for me, and there's some days that are not, and the time that I have so much stuff planned for you guys is the time that everything happens to me, like the 4th of July stuff. That stuff happened, like I don't even know. So I don't want y'all to get mad because I haven't been posting videos. I have actually kind of been slacking because I've supposed to had like 5 up, and I only have 2. So I do apologize for that. Hopefully you guys understand. But when I first found out that I was anemic and had asthma was like 5th and 6th grade. And I only had like a teeny bit of like being is it anemia? I think some people say anemia, but some people say anemic. I say anemic, so I don't know. I guess that might be a little confusing to some people, but whenever somebody says that they're anemia, I'm like, don't you mean anemic? But was like in the 5th and 6th grade, and you know, whenever you have to go get a physical if you play sports. Well, I played basketball and softball those 2 years. I'm not a very big basketball fan. I don't like basketball, but I love softball. I was very, very athletic whenever I was in school. And so I liked my softball. My freshman year, I started noticing that I was getting shortness of breath a lot easier. I was getting very, very tired fast. And so I went back to the doctor, and they told me, you know, you're anemic. And I was like, yeah, I know this. And they were like, how much? I just told them it was kind of getting a little worse. And they were like, okay, well, take your medicine and make sure that you take 1 iron pill a day. So I started doing that. And they were like, because I also told them that I had asthma. And they were like, well, you know, do you have an inhaler? And I had to go get refills and stuff like that, and you know, all that jazz. My sophomore year in high school, the time that I got bullied, I actually ran track, and I actually used to run track like whenever I was little, like my 3rd grade, and I would always get like first prize. Like, it was so cool because I was like really, really fast, and I don't know, I just liked being outside and being kind of athletic and stuff like that. But I started running, and I noticed that my heart, like, I was having a hard time breathing, and I was telling my coach, I was like, I can't do this. I said, I can't breathe. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't know. And I just started like getting dizzy, and the last time I remembered, I was like laying down for somebody to wake me up, because I was like surrounded by my teammates, and they were like, are you okay? You just like freaking scared us. And So I went to the hospital. They put a heart monitor on me to measure my heart beats. And they noticed they wanted me on there for 24 hours. So that next morning I had to go and get back to the doctor. And they told me that, that they were kind of weird. Like, it was kind of weird because my heart was skipping a beat. And I said, I have asthma. They were like, there's, you might have heart problems. So they did a lot of this crap, and this doctor's office is not worth going to be honest. But anyways, whenever I got pregnant with Kaya, that's whenever everything started going downhill. Like, my first trimester was the best. Like, it was so amazing. I had energy. I was doing things. I didn't feel tired. I wasn't getting dizzy or anything. Like, I was feeling great. My second trimester hit, and I was like, that's whenever I found out that I had pregnancy rash, which, if you don't know what pregnancy rash is whenever you break into a bad rash. But it, like, the first thing whenever it starts is like whenever you break into like hives, and you're just like itching all the time. And then like the second day, it starts like it's everywhere, but it's like ant bites everywhere. And it was miserable. It was all over my fingers, all over like my neck and my face. Like, I was just so miserable. I was like scratching and itching like crazy. And then I found out that I had preeclampsia. And if you don't know what preeclampsia is, it is a detriment to your baby and the mom. And for me already being anemic and having breathing problems, it was so miserable, you guys. But Kaya is my miracle baby, because I thought that I could never have a child. And that's how my stepmother-in-law was. She got told that she could never have a child, and she has a beautiful 2-year-old little boy. So just like talking about it like tears me up, and it, like, I don't know, it just very emotional, because she's my life. But my doctor told me that if I don't take really good care of my body, which I have been, and he is like, well, it seems like all your counts are good. He's like, have you always been anemic? I said, I found out that I was just a tiny bit anemic whenever I was in the 5th and 6th grade. And he's like, honey, your count is extremely high. Like, you need to be on bed rest so we can, make sure that you're okay. And so I had to be on bed rest for the rest of my whole entire pregnancy. And it sucked. It really, really sucked. And it was awful. Did I follow it? No. But he told me that if I was not careful, if I did not take my medicine, which he said, he said, like, you haven't taken your medicine and everything. And he's like, you wouldn't lie. And I was like, I wouldn't lie, but I wouldn't want my baby to be in harm. And they were telling me, like, as tiny as I was and all this stuff, like, just going crazy, I could have been just, like, dead and in a heartbeat. And so that's whenever I found out that I was really bad anemic. And then after Kai was born, it took me about 2 months to actually, honestly, it took me a little bit longer to actually heal, because I had so much problems going on while I was pregnant with her. Like, the first month, I couldn't even hold her because I was so weak. And every time I wanted to hold, like, I was so upset because I couldn't even hold her. Like, I just wanted to hold her in my arms, and I couldn't do that because all this crap was going on. And so, I mean, whenever you have your first child, that's all you want to do. And I couldn't even hold her, like, in the hospital because I was so weak. But the first night that I had her, which was 11:03 p.m. on May 27th, the nurses actually took her, told me, you know, you can have her in here with you if you want her in here with you. She was telling my husband, but she said, but Jamie is really, really weak and you have to watch her with Kaya, because I was like so weak, and every time I would hold her, I would be like knocked out. Like I would be tired and I would like fall asleep, and I hated it because I wanted to stay up and watch her, and I couldn't even change her diaper. I couldn't hardly get out of bed. It was just awful, like very, very awful. And after I had her and everything, and a few months later, I started noticing that I was getting worse, like my anemic was getting worse and worse because I couldn't clean the house like all in like one time. I have to clean house for like an all day and like a little bit the next day. And so I try to keep up with my house like every week, like every day of the week, so I can like that will be the last things that I have to do on Sundays, because Sundays is my major house cleaning. And so I am so sorry that you know, stuff happens and you can't really control what happens, and it's just one of those things where I'm gonna have to kind of slow down. I've been out of breath this whole entire video, and I'm tired, and I'm getting shaky because I need to eat and I need to go take my pill. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm sorry that I was a little emotional, but you know, whenever you have your first child, that's all you want to do is hold them, and I didn't really have that opportunity to hold her, and I'm making up for it like every day. So, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Like I said, I do apologize. I'm blabbering like, I don't even know. But I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, bye.